Sunday afternoon, June 28th, and I wanted to do a live today this afternoon to celebrate my 3 years on YouTube. I'm excited about doing this, and so glad whoever can join me. Let's see if I can get. Oh, no. All right, if I can do this, then I can see my chat, and I want to do it without because I can see my chat a lot better on my desktop. Hi, Dr. Ninja Turtle. How are you, Daryl? You doing okay? Glad you joined me today. I have been on YouTube 3 years today, and I can't believe it's been 3 years. And I wanted to celebrate that and celebrate my community. Hi, Philip. How are you doing? You doing okay today? It's in the morning. Is it early morning in Australia? Yeah. So I just had decided to come on. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Do you not sleep much, Philip? It's because I mean you've been on my live. It's been the middle of the night, and you've been on my live, and it's been early in the mornings. And so, oh, I struggle with sleeping. You do? Do you have a lot of anxiety? Hi, Debbie Sue. How are you this fine Sunday afternoon? I am doing a live. It's 3 years today I've been on YouTube, and I've had some really great experiences on YouTube. It's and it's all about community. It's about my community, how supportive they are, how much they've uh, supported me and joined on here. Happy 2 years, 3 years, Debbie Sue. It's been 3 years today. Great to see you too, Daryl. So, are you home now? Hi, Ibrim. Um, and 3 years on the first year I was on YouTube, I didn't um, thank you for your kind words, Ibrim. It's anyway. Um, I didn't do a whole lot. I would post. I wasn't consistent. I would post a few videos, and I didn't know a whole lot about YouTube other than I didn't edit my videos. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have any of that. And so um, I got serious early in the year in 2025. And I started posting consistently. I got a microphone. I kind of upped my game. And since then, I've learned a lot. I've had some videos that have done really well, and I've had some big videos that have flopped. And it's so funny, and I hear other creators talk about this that uh, they make a video and they think it's really good, and it flops. Hi, Miss M and Daryl. You made it home. That's great. So, and then I'll make a video that I don't like very well, or I don't think it's going to do very well, and it'll do really well. So you never know about YouTube. You just, be consistent. Out of those 3 years, there's been several times I just wanted to throw in the towel and quit. We all get there too. You just, it seems that, and I'm not monetized. Um, I was about 100 away from the first tier, and now I'm 140 away from the first tier because those watch hours come off because I've been on YouTube as long as I have. And when they come off, and I'm not putting a whole lot back on, so I've been told to do more lives, do more community posts. I've worked with another creator, talked to her on the phone. I think I'd like to do a better banner. Hi, Cheryl. I was just talking about you. Your ears burning. Talked to Cheryl earlier. We did a bunch of brainstorming. It was great, uh, and that's that's what I'm talking about, the connection and the community and people wanting to um, help each other. And that's she's kind of um, helping me figure out some things to do on my YouTube channel. She said, I put my notification on and still didn't get notified. Oh, wow. Huh. I, there's a lot of that, seems like, with YouTube right now. Just, I'm not getting notifications. You were talking about um, introvert in Alaska and her um, um last video. I didn't get a notification on it. I'm gonna have to go in and look it up. Miss M saying hello to Cheryl. And so this is my 3-year YouTube birthday. And it's happy birthday to me today. 3 years. What, for me, what an accomplishment. So many people do quit. And I've even had some people that I was in their community and they were mine and they've quit. They just quit. So Debbie Sue said, I had to switch laptops and I am back. LOL. Well, all right. I'm glad you came back, Miss Debbie Sue. But I have reached over 3 months ago and over 1,000 subscribers. But I've just been doing this dance with watch time hours up and down, up and down. And so, that's kind of what happens. Uh, so I'm trying to do more lives. This is my fourth one in the last week. I guess it would be the first one for this week, but I did 3 last week. And as I've talked before, I've done Wednesday Night Live at 7 for a year, I guess, maybe. And I'm going to change that time, change that day and time. It's gotten to where there's a lot of other people in that time, so there's competition. I won't call it competition, but and some of it is I might like to be on the other people's lives instead of doing my own, and I tend to like doing lives. They have done better earlier in the day. And so with my schedule, there's several days that I can do live and go live. So Mrs. G said, Hey, Rhonda, congratulations. I'm working today. I was asked to come in today because of the backlog for a month. Here listening, though. Thank you for hopping in, Mrs. G. You can listen and work. So, anyway, it's it's been a journey. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of, uh, you know, the personal growth for me. I didn't think about. I just thought doing videos on YouTube was going to be a piece of cake. I've spoke in front of audience. I taught group at a treatment center for years. So, presenting and getting up and doing all of that is just, um, I didn't think it'd be that big a deal. But what I didn't anticipate was there's no feedback. You sit down to make a video, you talk about a topic, and there's no feedback or play off of the audience. And I think that's why I like the lives. I get that. There's an interaction and just it's brings out more of my personality of who I am and how I really am. Because just sitting down and doing a video, and even though I've tried all that, I've gotten so comfortable, more so doing long forms and just talking about a topic. But I really like doing the lives, but I don't want to just do live streaming either. So I will continue to do what I'm doing. Thank you, Julie. Welcome in. 3 years. Woohoo! I need some pom poms. I don't have pom poms. I have my wand that I got out yesterday. Mm-mm-mm. Bring! And I have my birthday hat. You want to see my birthday hat? I have my birthday hat. It says happy birthday. It's my birthday hat. Since it's my YouTube birthday, then my husband says, "You're not going to wear that thing." I said, "Yes, I am." They would, who would expect anything less from me? That it's my YouTube birthday. And so, the big three. Yes, Julie. Catherine said, "Congratulations on 3 years." Kathleen and Rogers. Kathleen's driving. Hi, Roger. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. You love the hat, Philip? He plays music too, but I'm afraid to play it because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But it's a birthday hat and it's my YouTube birthday. 3 years on YouTube. And I say that and I think that's just unbelievable that I have been on YouTube for 3 years. It's been fun and it's been real. And it's been real fun at times. So um, I'm going to continue to do YouTube. I did my last video, probably has less views than any video I've done in a long time. And Catherine's always driving, Debbie Sue. She's just out running amok in Arkansas. So I'm going to get to meet Catherine in about 3 months. What is today? The 28th. Oh, it's less than that. I will be up in her area, real close to her, be driving straight through her home where she lives, going to where I'm going, and I'm only about 40 minutes from there. Hooray for more meetups. Yes, more meetups, Julie, more meetups. I haven't had time to slow down. It's been so hectic. And watch your video with Kelly. So it's a no on the second property, though. You'll find the right property. God has just the right place ready for you. It's, it's coming. It is happening. I love that scripture. It's Isaiah. Let me see. It's my scripture that I claim for my life. It's Isaiah 43:19. I'm about to do something new. Don't you see it? I have already begun. Don't you see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. And that is probably New International Version. I like it. I don't know. King James says, "Forget what happened before and do not think about the past. Look at the new thing I am going to do. It is already happening. Don't you see it? It is already happening, Catherine." So You're on the way to see one more? That's great. The hat is the best. Museum said I need to be more patient. Well, I can be patient with certain things, but man, if I'm in pain, I don't do well. No one, none of us do. None of us do. Julie Jordan Scott said, "He who hath begun a good work in you will be faithful to complete it." Yes. And I press toward the mark of the high calling. Yes. So, um, didn't know we were going to we were going to have sermon. Preacher Rhonda showed up and get my finger going. Carol writes, "Hi, Carol. Are you new here? I don't remember you. Welcome in, Carol. Do you have a YouTube channel? It's my YouTube birthday. Happy birthday to me." So, honey, well, I'm glad you're here, and we're celebrating my 3 years on YouTube. And there's a hair bugging me, this curly hair. But yes, Mrs. G saying hello to Julie. Everyone's saying hello to each other. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about being on YouTube. It's your Canadian friend. Remember, I had to get a new name. Oh, you like the hat? You've seen this before. Put this on, saying happy birthday to you. All right. 3 years on YouTube, Carol. Carol's my accountability partner. She lives in Canada. So I'm glad you hopped on. But I've had a busy morning. Oh my goodness. It seems like here lately, Mrs. G, always a pleasure. Okay, there you go. Yes, here I am wearing my birthday hat. It's been 3 years. This is my um, um, 3 years on YouTube today, June 28th. So, yeah, I remember the day well. My son had told me to start a YouTube channel. The next day I came in here and I sat down at my desktop and I just I researched a little bit and I just went on YouTube and bam, started. Okay, the highs and lows on this YouTube journey. Okay. I think the highs have been the community and the friends I have made and the connections. That's always a high. The comments I get on my long form of how I helped somebody, or they really appreciated what I said, and that sort of thing. But those are the highs because my why for doing a YouTube channel is to help other people, and that's one of the things that I'm working on. I think that my niche kind of started out as kind of codependency, helping people with trauma, but it's so I kind of got lumped in personal development and self-improvement, but it's a little more than that. And you know um, you can have, this is what Cheryl and I was talking about, the buckets. And I think that the lows have been when I've worked really hard and I've tried to make better content and that sort of thing, that and to see such slow growth. And I kind of got okay with that. There would be times, that I run across somebody and they had the viral video, but I know, reinventing me after 60, Roxanne. she talked about she had a viral video like early on, and she talked about the struggle of having a viral video and then not again, and it the big growth, and then it uh, became organic. And I've heard some other people talk about that too. So I got to where I was okay with not having the viral video and the blow up and all of that. That the growth I was doing, the organic growth, was building a really strong community, which I have. On any audit that I do on my channel, that's the first thing they always say is that I have a very strong following. It is, Julie. I've heard other people talk about that. You know, rebounding with Cheryl. Did you see my comment? No. Which comment? Apparently I didn't. Hi, Carol. Oh, at least it's not your birthday suit, LOL. No, it's just my birthday hat. My birthday suit has too many wrinkles in it. Oh my goodness. But I I don't know if I said hello to you, Kathleen. Thanks for joining me. Did Miss G? It's my YouTube birthday, Kathleen. 3 years. I'm 3 years old today. You're ready to grow faster now. Well, yeah. Hey, Kathleen, you're welcome. Thanks for coming in today. Oh, you need to laugh sometimes to keep from crying. Yeah. And so it's been with, once I passed that mark of a year where my videos started being watched a lot, then I've struggled with watch time hours coming off. I was almost at 3,000 and that started happening. And I have hovered between, you know, um, just under that mark from, you know, 80 hours left to hit 3,000, and now I'm down to 140 hours. I was just 100, but I had some videos that did well this time last year, so some of that is coming off. Hi, Ace. Welcome in. Yes, it's my Al-Anon, listen to me. It is my YouTube birthday today. 3 years on YouTube, and I'm celebrating with this live. So I had to wear my happy birthday hat, and yeah, Julie, just keep doing lives. I wish I had started doing lives sooner, and I only did one live a week. And, you know, I know that Evie, Evie's channel, I don't know if y'all know Evie Eden. She, when she started, she did a bunch of lives, and she had her hours before she had her subscribers, I think. And so, yeah, stoplights are good. Hey, everyone, it's Catherine, still driving. See, you get to stop and throw something in the chat. Yes, Ace, I'm glad you're doing great. So, uh, you said Evie, and watch, she'll be here soon. Okay, yes. And is that calling those things that be not as though they were? And Evie pops up? 7K subs. Congratulations, Ace. That's great. I'm naming it. Maybe so, Missy. I think doing live seems to work the best on watch hours. It does. It's everyone says to gain watch time hours organically, do lives. So that's what I'm doing. I just keep doing these lives, and I didn't. I did a live on Friday, and then I didn't do one on Monday. I did one on Wednesday, and so I didn't have any watch time hours to offset the ones coming off in earlier in the week. But I've had a really good live yesterday, impromptu live. That was that was kind of a mess. No, we are that's funny, Missy. We're naming a new puppy. Uh, we are calling people in. There she is. There she is. That's how it works. There's Evie. Hi, Evie. I was talking about how you did lives a lot at first and you got your watch time hours before you got your subs. And somebody said, "Oh, she'll be here. She'll be here." Stevie Sue said, "I've chosen not to monetize my channel, so I'm just doing my own thing. LOL." And some people do that. Some people do that. It's just kind of a goal. Um, Julie said, "Name it and claim it." What I meant. That's great. So Evie's here. What about Dora? Where's Dora Explorer? It might be a little early for her because Philip said it was only 5 o'clock in Australia. Miss M said, um, oh, okay. Yes, we're naming who's going to come in next. Yes, I'm calling out Dora, the Explorer, to come celebrate my YouTube birthday with me. Could be an anniversary. I don't know. I think I like birthday. See, I talked about Roxanne. I was talking about how you went viral early on, and then you talking about how you struggled after that. So, um, it's Roxanne. She said, popping in to say happy third anniversary. Um, Pam is next. Yes, Miss Pam. There's Kristen. Happy anniversary. I'm wearing my birthday hat, Kristen, because it's my happy birthday. Roxanne will come back. Yeah, she is. She is. Roxanne made it. So who else have I talked about? You know, there's, like I said, the live yesterday was crazy, but I got a lot of watch hours off of that live. So Kristen's here. Carol's here. Ace said, "Well, I'm on the road to 7K subs. Who's with me?" We're all with you, Ace. So, um, Pam, oh Pam, we're calling out Pam. There's Allison. Hello, Allison. Cute. This is my birthday hat. I have my wand and my birthday hat, and it's my 3-year anniversary. Yes, Evie will pop up. I tagged her. Evie's here. Allison jumped on. So they're my Texas buddies. And Cheryl, I tagged Mike too. Mike Adventure Sparks. Famous Mike. All right, so we're calling them all in. What is that? Call these things that be not as though they were. So that's what we're doing. We're calling these people in. Hello, calling Mike, calling Pam. Reds is probably busy with family. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm having a great day. I'll be in the background as I clean. I do that a lot. I shared the live out. Thank you, Miss Sim. But I do that a lot. I'll turn on the live and I will put my earbud in and then I'll go do what I need to do and listen. And they'll ask me something or comment. I have to run in here and get on my computer and comment. So um, it's Sunday afternoon on the 28th. I have to clean too. My husband was in there cleaning around on the living room. We were supposed to have company this evening, but I don't know that we are. So, yes, Miss M. She said, I do that a lot as well. I put on a live on and then go and do things. Julie's doing laundry. We got cleaning house, doing laundry. Miss G's working. Um, so, but, so Miss G's working. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do that. Al said, I have to change the sheets for new guest. Yes, you have a new guest. Rebounding with Cheryl. Keep um, Amaya is prayer. She's in the hospital. Okay, we'll do that. Everyone, keep Amaya in your prayers. She's in the hospital. So Mrs. G saying hello to Kristen. And somehow I got in here again with no water. I hit talking. Roxanne, you look like the lady on Romper Room when she held up a mirror and says, I see Julie, I see Allison, I see Evie. Did you get that kids show in the US? I don't remember it, Roxanne, but yes, I can see them. They are here. I called them in. Now calling Pam, calling Mike, calling Dora. We're calling them in. Yes, possibly Candace. Amaya is still in the hospital. Oh no. Evie's Eden said, yes, Roxanne, we get that show. Okay, we do get it. I don't remember watching it, Evie. Julie, I need to do laundry too. Allison said, that lady was in my father in law's assisted living. Really? Romper room. Huh. I don't remember. Y'all are a little younger than me. I was probably busy having kids and chasing babies. So I don't, do not remember a romper room. So Evie's saying hello to Catherine. Reinventing me says that Evie, okay, that makes my comment make more sense. Well, just because I don't remember it, I remember Spanky in our game. Oh, Catherine said stopped at a convenience store back on the road. They're out shopping for property. So, and so they, I guess, really decided to stay where they're at. And that's good. Allison, Ace said, Allison, I just connected with you, by the way. Yes, Ace. Ace has a channel and he's almost at 7K subs. Yes, Evie, I do want to hear something funny. Always love hearing something funny from you. So lay it on us. I have my little alien. It's a fidget toy. I have this fidget toy and I have this fidget toy. So this one's hard, has little spikes on it, but it's supposed to be a thought interrupter or help relieve stress. That's my tip of the day. Maybe you need a little alien if you're stressed out. See, he's one of those, he's soft and he, play with him. Cheryl said, I have a stress fire hydrant toy at work. Debbie Sue, LOL. Evie said, I painted a landscape and showed my hubby. He said, if I had my glasses on, it would look like a painting. Oh, wait, they are on. Oh, ow. Don't you love it when our hubbies are little smart, Alex? Alice said, I broke a stress ball. It's Aussie's out. Oh, he said, I have plenty of stress balls. I just have these two things. I did have another one over here that I had in my office when I had my office. It was bigger, but it's kind of lost its whatever. So, Ozzed out. Ace said, anytime, Allison. Evie said he really thought he wasn't wearing them. Oh, yeah, this one's kind of, it's old. I've been retired 3 years. That was June 2nd. Bigger stress ball because you had bigger stresses. I did, Roxanne. I worked for corporate. I'm so glad I'm out of the corporate world. I only worked in corporate world for 15 years. So, I used to take off my glasses when looking at Christmas tree lights. Looked like I was drunk back in the day. Oh, have you ever been looking for your glasses and realized they're on your face or head? Allison said, I had a stressed banana and my brother in law took it to Arizona. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fidgeter or I have a big one of these too. I should get that out of my, okay. I have a suitcase in my garage full of toys, different kind of toys, jacks, pickup sticks, yo-yo, those windmill things that you do in the wind, bubbles, um, hacky sacks, because I used to do a workshop at ladies' retreats called, it was a play workshop. Now it's got a growth. Um, and I have a big purple stress ball. It's like this, but it's big. And I need to get that. Um, you have, Allison said, I have a huge cheese block stress. Evie says, yes, Cheryl. Or looking for your phone and you're on the phone. I've done that. I've done that. I'm looking for my cell phone and I'm talking on it. So, yes, they do help with stress, but that one's, I think, needs to be thrown away. Ew, it's the goop in the inside of it. So, my alien's still good. He's still squishy. Evie said, right, Mrs. G, I wasn't sure where she was going with celebrating. Oh, 3 years. My fingers went into my ears. Oh, Allison's got to run to get her sale ready. Are you having a sale in your booth? Well, good. I don't think I have any more toys in my drawer that I brought from work. You know, my job was very stressful and I worked in a toxic work environment. So um, it has taken me 3 years to kind of recoup from that. Anyway, um, and it's kind of like it's been long enough that that's like my previous life, that corporate job. I was in management. I was the executive director of a small treatment facility, and I was responsible for a lot of stuff. HR. I had an HR person off site, so I had to do a lot of HR because she wasn't on site. And I did performance improvement, risk management. I told them there's plumber, cook, chief bottle washer. Took you almost a year to settle into retirement. I think that because I own my own business, when I sold the commercial property, I've been retired a year, and I sold my commercial property. And then last year, I closed my salon. And I think that's when I really felt retired. All the responsibility of that, um, man. And so, and then like I said, with YouTube, doing YouTube in the last 2 years, I've been real diligent with YouTube, I can say. So, and Roxanne said, Rhonda, my previous life was a mental health and addictions consultant with the government. I can talk stress too. Yikes. Is that additions? It says additions, but I think it's addictions. Allison, I'm building my business so I can open my own shop. You go, girl. You get that done. Addictions. Yeah. Woo, we might need to have a combo. I worked in a treatment center that did treatment for drugs and alcohol. We were dual diagnosis, so we did mental health too. And I started out as a clinical director, and I carried a caseload, and I taught groups, and I was over two other counselors. And I did that, uh, I know, for 5 years. My dates get all mingled up. And then I became the executive director. And I got fired as the executive director. Didn't work there for 2 years. Then they called me, wanted to hire me back. And I went back for 4 more years. I was going to go back for 5, but I made it 4. And it was really good when I first went back because a lot of the things that had been fixed and taken care of, and it ran really smooth. And then the thing happened in 2020. And so it deteriorated from there. It's hard to hire people. Um, just that 1 year was a big stress all its own. That may be when I acquired this. And so, yeah, but I worked in the field of addiction for, let's see, 25 years. I started 25 years ago. When I finished my undergrad, I wrote policy and legislation for our provincial health authorities to follow. These are very different in Canada, where I'm from. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've written policies and procedures and all of that sort of stuff. And we were Joint Commission accredited, so I had those regulatory things, and it was a lot of responsibility. And I did really well. I was a good, I was a good boss, and so, but it was dealing with the people above me. I'm going to take my hat off. Oof, it's bugging me. My hat's bugging me, so I'm going to take it off. So, anyway, I just wanted to get on here and to tell my community how much I appreciate them. Um, Boss lady. That's what they called me, boss lady. Yeah. Can you imagine Mrs. G having me for a boss? It's never a dull moment. And I remember, we struggled after 2020, and I had a maintenance guy. He was hilarious. We used to laugh. We would laugh. I was sitting outside one day on the patio, and he come out there, and he said, "Boss lady, you're not okay." I said, "No, I'm not." And anyway, it was like, he said, "What's up?" And I said, Sammy, I feel like I'm rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. And we laughed. It became a running joke. Cheryl, we are grilling steaks with corn on the cob that we're going to grill, fresh corn on the cob. I'm going to make a salad, and I'm putting baked potatoes in the oven that have, I don't know, I take and put olive oil on them and a little um, coarse grind sea salt and bake them. So, um, yeah, that's what I'm having for dinner. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go. Don't go. Don't go. we're having steak too. I'm making a salad now. That sounds good, Cheryl. I'm coming to your house for dinner. Well, there's plenty. There'll be look. I think there'll be plenty because I don't think the company we invited is coming. Steak in a cast iron skillet is the best. Li- Love me a good steak dinner. Yes. Yep. Um, and it is a splurge in this day and time to buy steaks. So you almost have to float alone to buy a steak. So anyway, oh, so this running joke of the Titanic. I mean, it became a running joke, and I retired, and they couldn't find another director. They limped and limped, and finally, I've been gone about a year, and they closed the facility. I remember the day they closed the facility, Sammy called me. He said, "Just wanted to call you, boss lady, and let you know the Titanic has sunk." Oh, isn't that right, Debbie Sue? Or take a mortgage out on your house to buy groceries anymore. Dip into your equity just to buy groceries. What did you say? Arranging deck chairs on the Titanic. I feel like I'm arranging deck chairs on the Titanic. You know it's going down. You know it's going down. But you're still gonna fix them, fix all the chairs on the deck. The Titanic has sunk. Yeah, I remember one day he told me. I said, "Sammy, what's up?" He said, "Well, I think the boat is broken in half, and I'm playing the violin in the orchestra, and I'm sliding down the deck." I mean, we had all these analogies, and then I came in one day and they had this little thing. It was uh, a bucket and it had water in it, and they had found this little Titanic looking boat and it was floating around. I mean, it became a running joke the last couple of years I was there. That's right, Miss M. The Titanic is sunk and someone is out there playing the flute. My heart will go on. Christian said, "My oars are splintered." Yeah, that's another thing. Where's your oars? Playing the violin as the ship's going down. It's going down, and I'm still rearranging deck chairs. What a concept. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, Kristen, my friend Kristen that lives here where I live, um, that's on here, I call her up. "Where's your oars today?" She's, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you're in the boat. You're either using them to row with, they're in the boat, and you're letting God steer. Uh, we've dropped one, and you've lost it. It's floating down the river, or, it was kind of like, where are you?" Okay, Ace just connected with reinventing me at 60. So there you go, Roxanne. So I can't even imagine how scary that was. Isn't that the truth? And the lifeboats, there wasn't enough lifeboats or life jackets or, you know, and, the people that were below decks didn't even, well, now I don't know if the movie's that factual, but, they they were trapped. So Ace will have to look after. Thanks for connecting. Yes, that's what these things are about, is everyone connecting to each other. So maybe you should paint a picture of the Titanic, Evie. I went to the exhibit. That was quite interesting. Miss M, I love the movie. I bet it was scary though. Yeah, yeah. I went to the exhibit, which was absolutely phenomenal. And a lot of the real pictures and the real artifacts and the real stuff looked a lot like the movie. And, that was, they were partying a lot down below. Yep. Well, if you know it's going down, that's right. Mrs. G said, kind of like when we do raids and the flights go down, right, Rhonda? There's a museum. No, it is actually an exhibit that tours, and they were in Dallas or in the Fort Worth. In Fort Worth, they have the what's it called? Where they have a bunch of art museums, and they brought the exhibit in, and you could go, and it was really, really pretty cool. Um, Roxanne's, hey everyone, in case you forget, don't forget to like this live stream. It helps Rhonda out. Yes, hit the like button, hit the like button. Miss M said, I was there when it happened, Mrs. G. Kath, Kathleen said, that's so cool. Yeah, it was the real stuff. They had dishes and they had parts, they had that they had brought up some parts of the actual Titanic, like the they had one of the, what are they called, the steam pipes things, and there was a lot of different things, but they had people's personal belongings, like the little spectacles, on the stick, and some shoes, and things that were preserved, that were um, it was really something to see. I bet you could look it up online and find out, because they the exhibit tours. Mrs. G said, "Yes, Em, we've seen quite a few raids go down." Yeah, man, that one yesterday, I had to construct a whole runway so they could land the plane, and they're circling trying to land the plane, and I'm trying to figure out how to open up the runway so they could land, so they could. I got my first raid yesterday on live. It was phenomenal. Never had that happen. It was so Evie said, I bet there was some expensive personal things lost. I think the ship was full of wealthy people. It was. Uh, you know, and um, the people that are in the movie that they talk about are real people. The Molly Brown, the unsinkable Molly Brown. hmm That's where that comes from. She was a real person, and she survived. Um, it was something to see. Rebounding with Cheryl said, I'm surprised no one has written a song yet for you, Rhonda, about that raid. LOL. Trini said he was going to write a song about it. Of course, he was too busy. He was on his live this morning for 3 hours instead of working on my song. I would get overwhelmed if someone would raid me during my live stream. Well, you don't really know it. I mean, I got 12 people in here, and I think there was about that many that came over, and it just, you know, it speeds up the chat pretty fast. And then they all ended up staying. I think that I stayed live for an hour after that raid even. And so it was pretty awesome. It was just pretty awesome. Um, Mrs. G said it was great, Rhonda. It was fun. We had a lot of fun. And yeah, it speeds up the chat. Yeah. And I mean, other than that, on my phone, the chat's about this big. So I'm so good about keeping up with the chat. Yeah, I try to do that. And if it goes too fast, I've got my live on my desktop behind my phone, and I've got the chat real big right here where I can see it. So, bye, Evie. She says I have to go. It's fun, everyone. Happy third anniversary, Rhonda. Thank you, Miss Evie. We need to talk, catch up. I'll call you this next week. So, Ms. G, yes, she is Cheryl. I'm not. Bye, Evie. Everyone's saying bye to Evie. So, it's easier to keep up with the chat on your phone because it's just right here. And, if I'm telling a story, I can still see the chat easy. And so, since YouTube pushes out vertical streams from your phone more than the horizontal desktop, and I'm just sitting here in my office, like I always do when I do my live on Wednesday. It's too hot outside. It's 100 and almost. It's supposed to be 100 today. It got up. My husband said it got up to 105 yesterday. So Kathleen said, "That's awesome, Rhonda. Rebounding with Cheryl, Mrs. G. I wasn't going to say anything because I'm bad too." About what? Saying, oh, about keeping up with the chat? Well, I have to give Sally kudos for that. Sally's the one that helped me with my first live, and Sally's real good about doing that. And so I think that's, you know, I just kind of learned to do that because that's, we model after other people. And if that's who's teaching me how to do it, well, I'm going to model after her. So I have to give Sally the, the kudos for teaching me well how to manage a live, keep up with comments, and do that. Miss M said, "Where I live, we are under a heat advisory until July the 2nd. We're under heat advisory too. We've had just enough rain to make it absolutely miserable with the humidity. And, at 100 degrees and high humidity, it's like a wet blanket." So Cheryl's, well, and that's true. She's on her rebounder. We were talking about that this morning. I think she's got a solution. So Cheryl said, "Speaking of Sally, did y'all see the recent video about them renewing their vows? It was very touching. Please watch." Yeah, I was there. I tuned in live for it. Uh, Miss Sensibility, heat advisory here in Western Iowa. Yes, Western Iowa. My new soon to be daughter in law is from Iowa. Reinventing Me at 60 says, "Rebounding with Cheryl, you need to get us all a rebounder and do a group class every week. I would love to do a rebounder." And you talked about that. I'm trying to get me a rebounder. So I would like to do an affiliate with a rebound company and get me a rebounder because one of the things I'm kind of not revamping my YouTube, I'm adding some stuff. Right now, kind of my pillars are self improvement and some aging stuff with retirement, with faith sprinkled in. And, I want to add some how diet and exercise help with mental health. It's 69 degrees here. It's been raining and will continue raining all week long. If it was 69 degrees and raining here after the heat we've had, Kathleen, I'd probably have on a sweater. So, well, the wind blows here too. So, oh, longer. There's Mike. Hi, Mike. Okay. They, they, um, no longer not be. Mike's here. Party started. Let's go. Let's party. Here's my hat, Mike. My birthday hat. 3 years on YouTube. Happy birthday to me. So Cheryl said, "Rhonda, I did send you the PDF of 200 benefits of rebounding." Thank you. Well, I'm gonna do some videos on health, eating, whole food eating, and how it helps mental health and exercise. And I can come at it from a clinical stance, how it's which neurotransmitters it stimulates and why that helps. Tejas. Hi, Grandma. Hey, Tejas. How are you? Welcome in. I've been on YouTube 3 years, so I'm celebrating my 3-year birthday on YouTube or anniversary or whatever you want to call it. Cheryl said, "See, I called Mike in." Mike said, "Hello, Debbie Sue and Miss M." Tejas said, my favorite grandma, please adopt me. Sure thing. You from Texas? Or you just go by Tejas? By the way, I love your hair. Thanks, Kathleen. It's curly. And since the humidity's high, it curls really good. So Mike's saying hello to Cheryl. It's so humid. It is. To Kathleen, Mike said, happy birthday anniversary. Actually, just woke up from a nap. Mike, happy Sunday, Mrs. G says. Yay. So you got a good nap in. Did you work yesterday? You've worked 6 days this last week. I hope you're off. I'm from India. You should come and experience the chaos. No, I'm gonna stay in Texas, in the United States of America. I have enough chaos. And it's not much, but you get my age, it doesn't take much. So Mike saying hello to Mrs. G. So, but, Tejas is another way that Texas is spelled. If you're from Mexico, you call it Tejas. Mike, no, I took the day off yesterday. I needed a good weekend. Good for you. Good for you. You been out in that boat? So, let me see. I have enough chaos in my life at the moment. It don't take much in for me. I don't really have a lot of chaos or drama in my life, but just the least little bit. And I get, ah, took it out yesterday. Good for you, Mike. I'm glad you need that. You need to stress the letter J. Tejas, Tasia. See, in here, when it's spelled like that, the J is sounded like an H. Tejas? 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 Mike said it's been raining today and windy. Wow. It rained a couple of days ago. It came a shower just in the morning. Good little shower, just enough to muck up the um, humidity. I got it. Tejas? Is that how you pronounce it? Tejas. I lived in the Middle East for a while, so uh, it that has helped me to pronounce some names better. You just have to know because in different, like I said, here we would pronounce that Tejas, and if you're from India, it's Tejas, right? Anyway, yeah, I've been on here 63 minutes. I'm getting really good with these long lives. I mean, usually at 60 minutes, I'm like, I'm ready. But, well, and it's better because I'm not outside. Hey, is Frisco very diverse? Are you talking about Frisco, Texas? A lot of Texas is diverse. 3 minutes over. In Texas, we have a lot of Hispanic, Mexican people. Um, what is it? Eastern XP points. Okay, Kathleen, what are XP points? I'm learning all kinds of stuff. What are XP points? Top fans. Miss M's got the #1 crown. Ninja Turtles got 2, and Roxanne has #3. And so, I don't know. You'll have to educate me, Kathleen, on XP points. I see that on other people's lives. Is that I don't have, I've noticed you can claim your XP points whenever whatever the points are. I'm a licensed professional counselor, Tejaz, I can't say it now. Tejaz. You're way down the crown list. Maybe, Kathleen, that you can only get X points if you're monetized. I am not monetized. So, oh, you can come in here and say hello.
Hello.
Hello, come on. Hey, Kathleen, this is my husband. Stick your head down here and say hello, Kathleen.
Hello, Kathleen.
Oh, see, Kathleen? It's Jessie. Kristen said hi.
Who?
Kristen. Kristen Briggs is on here.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she said hi. Mrs. G said hello, handsome. See?
Hello, Kristen.
Jessie.
Who else said hello? Who's Mrs. G?
Mrs. G said hello, handsome.
Well, hello.
Miss M said, hey, Jessie.
What's up, peoples?
Yep. No, Roxanne, I haven't even got to the first tier. Cheryl said, he's a great man behind an awesome woman. He's agreeing with you, Cheryl. When you're on a live, watching the crown will go white. It says claim XP. Now, wait, time out. What crown? It's for the viewers. The crown will go white. All right, I am not picking up what you're putting down. I'm not even getting any crowns. Miss M's supposed to have #1 crown. My crowns aren't showing up. Top fans. It says Miss M has crown #1. What is up? Y'all aren't getting crowns on here. Kathleen said, nice to meet you, Jessie. There's Dora. There she is. We were calling you in. Did you hear us? How are we all? We are doing great. See, there's Dora. Who else do we want to call here? We got Evie here. Pam. Pam hasn't showed up. We got Mike here. Now Dora's showed up. I've been on YouTube 3 years today. I just don't understand that. I guess you have to keep doing lives every day. Mrs. G, I will give you my crown. Is it because I have live chat on? Top chat. I put my live chat on. I don't understand, guys. All right, I turned myself off. On XP points. Nope. I see that on other people's lives. I gotta turn that off. So, thanks, Dora. 3 years. I had on my birthday hat. See my birthday hat? I see the crowns. I can't. Oh. I don't see any crowns. I think the crowns are to say who is commenting the most. Yeah, I understand about the crowns. Oh, the host doesn't get the crowns. I don't get to see them. Funny hat. I know. This is my birthday hat. And it plays and these light up, but I don't want to. I don't know. It plays a funny song. Missing Doran. Yeah, he's not here. So my husband did a cameo. That'll cause an uproar, won't it, Kathleen? You think it will, Kathleen? I was thinking that, but didn't want to say anything, Mrs. G. Funny hat. Okay. What? Rhonda, Jessie should stop by more often. McDreamy. Do you remember Grey's Anatomy? Miss M said, I was thinking that, but didn't want to say anything, Mrs. G. Of course he's dreamy. Look at me. What do you mean? Of course my hubby's dreamy. So, anyway. Oh no, it caused quite a stir. Kathleen. I was on Kathleen's live and some guy was asking her about who he was wanting to gets serious about an older woman, and she said, "Well, I don't really know if that's a good thing. You'd have to ask." Who was it you said? Somebody and me, and I put in there, I'm not the person to ask. My husband's even more younger than that than me. McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy. Yeah. Oh, he'll have the big head now. So McDreamy had those eyes and look about him that made me stop and look at. Yeah, yep. He gets looked at. So do I. Anyway, oh, when I go to my reunion, I have one of my classmates. He's all time. He calls him my arm candy, and he asked me, "You bringing your arm candy?" I said, "Of course I am." So my mind going into the gutter. Oh no, maybe I should be like Pam and have my husband on here. And I get more views. No, Mrs. G, Rhonda, you're a mess. Arm candy. I know he's arm candy. You know, he elevates my look. Laughter's good medicine. Cheryl, it sure is. Kathleen, you and Debbie Sue. It's funny, our age difference. His best friend tells him, he said, "Jesse, you are the youngest old person I know." And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, I bet that's why y'all are so good together. You're the youngest old person I know." So, thank you, Mrs. G. He knows it too. So, Dora, hi guys, nice to see all you wonderful people, but it's my Monday morning and I got to get to my morning routine. You go, Miss Dora. Thanks for hopping in. Oh, Miss M, I'm sorry. It hurt you to laugh. Man, that gallbladder stuff is no joke. No joke. After a couple of 2 or 3 attacks, I said, this baby's coming out. They took it out. Oh my sister-in-law's sending me something. Um, so So what are y'all gonna do the rest of the day? I want mine out. Yeah, it's not too bad of a if they do like they made little poke holes and it wasn't too bad. Recoup's not bad at all that I remember, and I felt so much better. It took a little bit before I could eat like normal, but anyway, so recoup time was not very long at all, and they do a little poke hole right um, in your belly button. And of course, it's hard to bend over and pick stuff up. I thought it's kind of like when I got my belly button pierced. And yes, Mrs. G, I got my belly button pierced. So, oh, Kristen said, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. I have to go. Bye, Kristen. Miss M said, bye, Kristen. Miss M said, go, Rhonda. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, and I have 2 tattoos. So we'll just go ahead and get all of the information out on the table. So, Mrs. G said, working. I'm finished baking pork chops and veggies. Soon be ready to eat. That sounds great. Kathleen saying, bye to Kristen. Miss M said, I still want a tattoo. Yeah, I'd probably get one more. I want a palm tree tattooed on me somewhere. So, um, may or may not. Kathleen said, me too, Miss M. What are you going to get tattooed, Kathleen? Roxanne said, gotta go. I have to finish editing a video for Tuesday. Have a great day, everyone. And congrats to you, Rhonda, on 3 years. Bye, Roxanne. You must be feeling better today. I'm happy. I'm glad about that. Belly button piercing and 2 tats. Oh my God. Mrs. G's got more receipts. She has more receipts on me now. You know, I can remember one of them's on my lower back. I'll not call it what it is. Um, and I was doing something in my office, and was digging under my desk or something, and one of the clients came in my office, and he could see just a little bit of my tattoo. Yeah, that's where it's at, Miss M. You know what they're called. That's it, Ms. That's it, Ms. G. I'm not gonna say it out loud. And this client was like, "You got a tattoo?" I thought, "You think just because I'm a counselor, I wouldn't have a tattoo?" You know, I do have a previous life. I have one up here on my shoulder. It's a butterfly. So, Mrs. G said, I wanted a palm tree too. My hubby has several tats. Yeah, my husband has some tats too. So, uh, bye, Cheryl. Says, congratulations again, Rhonda. We are eating now. Yum, yum. I'm going to have to hop off of here so I can get them potatoes in the oven because the way they bake, um, they have to bake about an hour and a half. So, symbols for my kids, something for my husband, and then something for me. Sounds great, Kathleen. Catherine, back home. Strike two on that land. Well, okay. You just keep looking. You're gonna find it. You're gonna find it. So I think I'm gonna get off of here now. I appreciate all of you coming to my live to celebrate my 3 years on YouTube. It's been a journey. There's been some highs, there's been some lows, and there's been some just steady going. Uh, so Miss M says, bye Rhonda, congrats on 3 years. Mike said, congratulations. Debbie Sue, congrats. Have a great day, everyone. Everyone have a blessed day. I love you all. Have a phenomenal, phenomenal community. And I'll probably be live in the morning. Tomorrow, Monday? Yeah, tomorrow between 9:15 and 9:30. I'll hop on live. I can do that outside. It's not as hot. So y'all all have a great day and ring the magic. And remember, be you on purpose.